If you would allow me to interrupt your meal for one moment, I know it's good. I know it's good. You can put at least one hand down. That would be really, really great. And I ask you to do that for a few reasons here. All that education, I can't put a microphone on. And you all may have realized that I've sort of walked around the podium to get up here. I understand I have a big head. And if I would have walked past that light, the whole room would have got dark. So. With that being said, how many of you all can measure 2 inches? Measure 2 inches, maybe the size of your pinky. All right? Yeah. Look at the size of your pinky, about 2 inches. 2, if you got long basketball hands, then maybe 3 inches. I can go for that. Okay, now if you could measure that, look behind you, and I hope you can look behind you. Look behind you and look at your seat and sort of scoot up about that 2 to 3 inches. Scoot up into your seat about 2 to 3 inches. Yeah, just scoot up. You just let the seat stay where it is, but scoot your posterior elements up about 2 to 3 inches. So do like this, measure and scoot up. Has everyone done it? Yeah. The only reason I want you all to do that because if you don't like me, you can say the man had us at the edge of our seats. Okay? Even if you don't like me. Well,
I like him.
Well. You've done it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Kudos to all of the honorees. Great job. This is the day that was designed with each one of you in mind. You've done something worth recognizing. The good thing about what you've done is you have the opportunity to smell your flowers while you still have the ability to smell. Because most people get flowers after they're gone. So you're to be commended. You're to be congratulated. Whether you're like Sue, who's celebrating 30 years of service, or you may be like Sylvia, who on the 5th celebrated 5 years of service. We appreciate you. This time is your time to shine. Not just to eat, but to shine. But if your belly is like mine, at some point it will shine this evening. You stand here or you sit here, proud, and not the kind of arrogant proud, but knowing that you did something to merit this moment. So for those of you who may feel a little bit comfortable doing this, if you are a part of those being honored, will you stand and wave your hand?
Stand, of course.
Stand and wave your hand. If you don't want to stand and wave your hand, at least show that new outfit that you brought for tonight. Thank you.
I thought, can we throw kisses?
Thank you so much. Well, the #1 bestseller of all time says this, that you are blessed to work because your hands are blessed. And there's something about you that makes you uniquely you that no other person can do. So, it is so vital to know that you have touched somebody's life. Someone somewhere is happy that they came in contact with you. And why? Because you, being the individual that you are, had something unique to offer someone that no one else could offer them. You're important. You're vital. So we pause to say that we are grateful. We're grateful that you lend us your gifts. Whether you are a heart surgeon or a part of housekeeping, your talent is important. Odessa Regional should be a place where lives begin and love never ends. This hospital should be a place where strangers become friends. And your dedicated service to our community and this region is making this place just that. No one rises to low expectations. And many of you have taken the risk to deal with some of the most difficult people on the planet, whether it's patients or your coworkers. The labor statistics says that the average person nowadays only works a job for approximately 4 years. So you are to be commended. 1972 introduced an era, a period called the period of entitlement. And since then, so many people do so little but want so much from you. Yet, they refuse to have an attitude of gratitude and tell you thank you. Well, for the times that they did not, for the times you were overlooked, for the times you worked through pain, for the times you sacrificed your time with your family, missed holidays, birthdays, borrowed money to get to work, we salute you with an attitude of gratitude by saying thank you. Yes, I know that working in this industry hurts at times. I know that it gets dark sometimes, and sometimes you want to throw in a towel. But if I ever see anybody in here throw in a towel, I'm throwing it back at you. Because we need you. I plan to throw in that towel because the darkest moments produce the most beautiful things. Everything that is beautiful actually starts off as a broken piece. Even miracles are birthed out of difficult situations. But being here for at least 5 years tells the world that even on your worst day, you still win. Wisdom makes decisions today that will be good tomorrow. For years, all of you have been dedicated to making a difference. And you've done it by simply being you. So continue to be yourself because everybody else is taken. Continue to be that wonderful design that came from the mind of God. You'll win some and you'll lose some. But if it does not kill you, it was meant to build you. And understand this. If you're ever scared to lose, you were never meant to win. It takes love. It takes love. It takes love to be dedicated to some of the people that we serve, especially on a daily basis. And we understand from the Greeks, there's at least 5 different types of love. So, some of you can attest to this. When medicine does not heal, most times love can. My mother has an older brother who was experiencing a detrimental illness for over 30 years of his life. No doctor, no nurse, no hospital could heal him. But one day he showed up at my mother's door. As he showed up in the worst case scenario that we can see a living person to show up in, my mother opened the door. She hugged him and said, "Brother, come on in." For 6 months, every day, she loved him. She hugged him. She assured him that he was somebody. She told him that she loved him. And now, 10 years later, he's one of the most successful men in Chicago because love can heal when medicine cannot. So what do they look to you for? Do they look to you to tell them something bad about themselves? No, they look for love. So, to the employee who this week saved someone's life. Thank you. For the employee who gave a coworker a ride to work. Thank you. For the employee who paid for someone's lunch who didn't have enough money to pay for it themselves. Thank you. For the employee who helped a family when yours was in a mess. Thank you. For the employee who lost a child but still refuses to leave the nursery unit. Thank you. For the employee who made someone smile by simply smiling at them first. Thank you. And thank you for the intangible things that you do to better humankind. The story is told of an ill beggar who was out on the streets. Everybody who saw him passed him by. But one person just so happened to be an employee of Odessa Regional. Passed the man by, turned around, extended her hand, and said to the man, "Brother, I have nothing." The man looked at her and said, "You've given me everything by simply calling me brother." So to Chastity, to Jamie, to Deja, to Charlotte, to Tony, to Carter, to Fred, to Genesis, and to everyone being honored here today, I say I'm honored to stand here and tell you thank you. My mother taught me something years ago when she taught me that thank you makes room for more. And I have come to understand that the biggest room in the world is the room for improvement. So, whether you've been here 30 or over 20 like Miss Edna, thank you. Thank you for all that you've done. Thank you for all that you would do. But don't stop here. That next patient may be ready, may be willing, may just be ready to receive your touch, your love, and your smile. Actually, that next patient can be next to you. That next patient can be speaking to you. So, go forth inspired, glorious deeds to do, because you don't know the life you will touch and change. So, much obliged, mercy, gratius, gracias, tata. That's only my way of saying thank you. You deserve this honor and so much more.